What's up, everyone? It's Bones here. In today's video, I'll be featuring Crystal Beasts, but before I begin, if you could happen to click on those thumbs up and subscribe buttons, it would be greatly appreciated as it goes a long way in supporting the channel and shows me that you like content like this. Clicking on those notification bells would also mean a lot as they notify you when I upload on the channel. So the card that we'll be covering today is Golden Rule, and it reads, this card is always treated as a crystal card. Place 2 Crystal Beast monsters from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone as continuous spells, then special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your hand or graveyard with a different name than those cards, and if you do, equip it with this card. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. You can only activate 1 Golden Rule per turn, so this is a very good card. As you'll see momentarily, we're going to activate our Crystal Bond, and then from here we'll get ourselves our Carbuncle to our hand, which just got a lot better with the Golden Rule, as we'll put the Pegasus on board, and then we're going to put 2 more Pegasus on board as we can special summon out our Carbuncle, and this means that we're able to get access to our 3 Sapphire Pegasus effects very easily, and from here we'll be able to get ourselves 3 monsters on the spell and trap zone, as we're going to put the Tiger along with Donphan, and then we'll put the Rainbow Crystal Dragon, I forget the name of it, but we're going to use its effect as we're going to get the Tortoise, and then from here we'll get ourselves the Rainbow Dragon, and then we'll go into our Cherubini, use the Cherubini to send the cat, and then from here we'll use our 2 level 4s in order to go into our Dugaras. We can use the Dugaras to revive a Pegasus, and then Pegasus can get us another name. So from here we'll then go into our Merrymaker, and do keep in mind that what you do here changes. You could make IP Masquerena, you could make something like Rafflesia if you want to play that. There's different level 4s that you can make. I'm just doing Merrymaker along with IP and some combos because it really is just dependent on the build, so do keep that in mind. And we're going to go into our Sargus, use the effect of the Sargus to get ourselves the Regulus, and now we can go into our Cross Sheep as we'll be able to bring out our Rainbow Dragon, go into our Over Dragon as now we can use our Cross Sheep, revive the Carbuncle, and then from here use the Carbuncle, and we're doing this in order to send our Advanced Darks to the graveyard so that we can do what we want to do next. But we're going to go into our Appaloosa now, special summon out the Regulus for the Omni Negation, and now we can bring out our other Rainbow Dragon fusion, the Ultimate Crystal one, to round out our end board. And of course, this could have been an IP Masquerena if you wanted to approach it that way. But we're going to start here by normal summoning the Pegasus, get ourselves the Carbuncle onto the spell and trap zone, activate the bridge, and from here we can use the bridge to pop the Carbuncle, get ourselves the Golden Rule, and now we'll activate the Golden Rule to get back the Carbuncle along with putting the 2 Pegasus on board, then use the Carbuncle to bring them out, and now we can trigger our 2 Pegasus effects in order to get ourselves more monsters in the spell and trap zone as we get the Tiger along with the Rainbow Dragon Crystal Beast, use its effect in order to get the Tortoise and the Rainbow Dragon, then go into Cherubini, we'll use the Cherubini to send the cat. From here we can then go into our Dugaras, use the Dugaras effect in order to bring back a Pegasus. Pegasus will be able to get us another name as I believe we're going to get the Donphan, and we do get the Donphan. As we go into our Skulldread, we're going to go into our Zealantis, then use Zealantis here to bring out the Pegasus and the Zealantis again in order to get another name on board, and then from here we're going to go into our Cross Sheep, and then special summon out the Rainbow Dragon, go into our Over Dragon, then use the effect of Cross Sheep which will bring back the Carbuncle, and from here we're going to bring those out as we also have the Tiger, then go into our Appo, and then from here we'll bring out our Ultimate Crystal Dragon to round out our end board. For this third combo, and we have the Quick Play along with the Rainbow Bridge, and we're going to start this one by activating the Rainbow Bridge. This will give us the Crystal Bond. Now we can activate the Crystal Bond, and from here we'll get ourselves the Carbuncle along with the Rainbow Crystal Dragon. I forget the name of it, but we'll special summon out the Tortoise, and then from here get ourselves the Rainbow Dragon, activate the Quick Play, we'll reveal the Rainbow Dragon off of the Awakening, as from here we'll be able to get ourselves the Rainbow Bridge, then activate the Rainbow Bridge which will get us the Golden Rule, and now we have access to what we've been doing as we're going to special summon out the Carbuncle with the 2 Sapphire Pegasus on board, and from here we can bring them out, then trigger their effects as we'll be able to get ourselves more monsters on board, as we're going to get ourselves the Donphan and the Tiger, go into our Kerus and the cat, from here go into our Dugaras, and a lot of this stuff is the same once you get to the point of the combo where you're at Keru and have the rank 4 access to Dugaras. It's just about what you want to turn your end board into from there, but we'll get ourselves the Cobalt Eagle, and from here we can special summon out the Rainbow Dragon, go into our Over Dragon, trigger the Cross Sheep, bring back the Carbuncle. From here, if you have regular Crystal Beasts, there's more that you can do here, but because we have an Advanced Dark, we won't, and we're just going to go into the Merrymaker. That can be IP Masquerena if you wanted to, and then from here we're going to get our Regulus, as now we can go into into our Apo, and then we'll special summon out the Regulus, as we'll be able to then go into our Ultimate Crystal Dragon to round out our end board. Now for the first 3-card combo, and I will do one more 2-card combo after this, but I just want to show this one. Carbuncle plus Golden Rule alone gets you 6 names total, and if you draw any other name along with these two, you basically have full combo, as long as it's just not another Carbuncle. But we're going to then get ourselves the Carbuncle along with the 2 Pegasus, and we'll use the Carbuncle's effect in order to trigger our Pegasus on board, as now we can get ourselves the 2 more monsters, get ourselves the effect of the Crystal Dragon, get ourselves the Tortoise, get ourselves the Rainbow Dragon, go into our Keru. From here we can send the cat, then go into our Dugaris, as we'll be able to use its effect. Do remember that you have to skip next main phase, so when going into these combos and playing this deck, that's something worth noting, as we're going to normal summon our Tiger, go into the Mary or the IP, jump up into the Sargus, get ourselves the Regulus. We can then go into our Cross Sheep, as we'll be able to bring out the Regulus now, then special summon out our Rainbow Dragon, and then we'll go into the Over Dragon, as we'll be able to trigger out the Sheep, and then from here bring back the Pegasus, and then put the Carbuncle on board, as we're going to go into the Appaloosa, activate the Carbuncle, and we're doing this just to get more names into the graveyard. But from here we're then going to go into our Ultimate Crystal, and this will round out our end board. Final 2-card combo, we have Neospace Connector and Carbuncle, and the only reason I'm showing this is because I thought it was interesting and worth noting that you could do this. But we're going to bring out Aqua Dolphin, and if you do have an extra card in your hand going first and you can hit a card from your opponent, then do so. But you're going to use the effect of Isolde here. Get yourself another Neospace Connector, since it's really the only warrior you play outside of the Dolphin and itself, and we'll use the effect of the Isolde, which will be able to get ourselves the Golden Rule, and the final warrior in deck that you want to special summon out of Isolde, which is why I didn't name it. But we'll then be able to bring back the Golden Rule to our hand, and now we can activate the Golden Rule, and as you see, we already have bodies on board, and we can start our combo, so you're just able to accelerate what you can do so much more, while also being able to potentially get hand knowledge on your opponent, and even rip a potential hand trap. From here we're going to get our Tortoise, we can then go into our Keru, and we'll send the cat off the Keru, as then we can go into our number 60. From here we can use the number 60 in order to bring back our Pegasus. From here we'll use the Pegasus in order to get another name. From here we'll then go into our Zealantis, use the Zealantis, and this will give us the ability to bring our monsters back, and then get another name with the Pegasus. From here we'll then be able to go into our Cross Sheep, summon out our Rainbow Dragon, go into our Over Dragon, bring out the Carbuncle off the Cross Sheep, then use the Carbuncle to get some Rainbow Beast names, Crystal Beast names, as we'll then go into the IP Masquerena, go into our Appaloosa, then special summon out the Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon to round out our end board. Now for this next one, we'll be doing some of the heavy artillery combos, as when you have 3 of your gas cards with this deck, you can do quite a lot. So we'll start by activating the Rainbow Bridge, ourselves the Crystal Bond, then we can use the Crystal Bond in order to get ourselves the Carbuncle along with the 2 Pegasus on board. Then from here we'll activate the Bridge, as we can now use the Bridge in order to destroy the Carbuncle in our hand to add the Golden Rule. Activate the Golden Rule, which will get back the Carbuncle along with putting our other 2 Pegasus on board, and now we can special summon out all 3 of our Pegasus, which will be able to get us 3 monsters in the Spell and Trap Zone now. So we'll get ourselves the Donphan, the Tiger, along with Advanced Rainbow Beast Dragon, whatever it's called. Then from here we'll bring out the Tortoise, get ourselves the Rainbow Dragon, then go into the Keru, use the Keru to send the cat, and then from here we'll be able to go into our number 60, use the number 60 in order to bring back a Pegasus, get ourselves another name this way, as we'll be able to now start link climbing into our mask, into our Cross Sheep, use the effect of the Awakening, which will be able to bring out a Crystal Beast, as we're going to special summon out the Carbuncle. And from here we'll be able to bring out all our Crystal Beasts. So we're just going to go into our Skull Dread. We'll be able to draw 4. Keep in mind that my deck isn't randomized, so I'm just going to put whatever back and not use anything that I keep. So from here I'm going to special summon out the Rainbow Dragon, go into the Over Dragon, special summon out the Pegasus off the Cross Sheep, then use the Pegasus in order to get ourselves follow-up. And from here we can go into our Appaloosa, Zealantis, and then from here we can go into Rainbow Dragon in order to round out our end board. We'll be starting with Golden Rule, Awakening, and the Pegasus, as we'll start by activating the Golden Rule, our Rainbow Dragon along with the Tiger on board, as we'll be able to activate the Pegasus and get ourselves the Dawn Fan. From here we can use the Crystal Beast in order to special summon out the Tortoise and get ourselves the Rainbow Dragon, and now we can use the Awakening, which will allow us to potentially either get a Crystal Beast or Rainbow Bridge or send it to the graveyard or a Rainbow Refraction, but we're going to use the Carbuncle, which will give us 2 extra level 4s, and from here we'll go into the Karu. We can now send the Cat, as we'll then go into our number 60, and again, like you've seen with the previous combos, we're basically doing the same thing here, as we're going to bring out our Pegasus, then be able to put the Cobalt in the Spell and Trap Zone, go into the Mask, then go into the Sheep, as now we can special summon out Rainbow Dragon, go into the Over Dragon, special summon out something from the Cross Sheep, we bring back the Carbuncle, and then from here we have the ability to go into our 3 material Appaloosa, as now we can go into our Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon to round out our end board. I'm going to be doing the regular Rainbow Beast version first, and we're going to start this one with the Neospatian connector, as that's kind of what you want to do. And the cool thing about Golden Rule is the fact that you can special summon out from the hand, so you can sacrifice playing the connector and normal summoning it if you do want to bait out a Nash. From here we'll be able to get ourselves the Isolde, then we'll be able to send ourselves the Golden Rule, as we'll be able to special summon out the Renaud. We are playing some more bricks, which is a downside to it, but we're going to use the Rhoda now to get ourselves the other connector, then our Rainbow Bridge, which will get us the Crystal Bond. Now we have 3-card combo basically with a name in hand already, and what we're going to be able to do here is pretty nuts, as we'll activate the Golden Rule now, put the 2 Pegasus on board with the Cross Sheep already on board, and bring out the Pegasus, as we'll be able to get 3 names onto the Spell and Trap Zones. So we'll get the Rainbow Beast, Crystal Dragon, whatever it's called, get the Cobalt Eagle and the Tiger, activate the Rainbow Dragon to bring out the Tortoise, get ourselves the real Rainbow Dragon, then go into our Karu, use the Karu to send the Cat. Here we can then go into our number 60, use the number 60 in order to bring back Pegasus, and then from here we can use the Pegasus in order to get another name on board, and then we'll use our 3 monsters to go into our Skull Dread, as we'll be able to bring out our Rainbow Dragon now, and you wanted to do that to clear space, as you're going to be using the Cross Sheep now to bring back the Carbuncle, and now we can bring out an extra name. So from here you have the ability to make a rank 4 if you wanted to, like Merrymaker, get your Argus to go into your Regulus and stuff like that, but we're just going to go directly into Masquerena, and from here we can use the effect of our Skull Dread to bring out the extra name, and the reason that we're doing this is because we have the bridge in hand, so we're going to go into our Zealanthus, use the effect of the bridge, which will pop the Cobalt, and from here we can get ourselves the Crystal Miracle for the negation, as we have the Dawn Fan so that we can destroy it, as we'll bring out our Rainbow Dragon now to round out our end board. The Advanced Crystal Beast ones, and we'll start here with the Cobalt, as this will be able to get us the Advanced Dark, and I was trying to get this. It took me a few tries to actually get a hand with Advanced Dark. So I'll bring out the Carbuncle along with the 2 Pegasus, and then from here we can bring out our 2 Pegasus in order to get our monsters, as we'll then be able to get ourselves the Crystal Beast Dragon along with the Mammoth. And then from here we'll special summon out the Tortoise, get ourselves the Rainbow Dragon, go into the Karu, use the Karu to send the Cat. From here we can then go into our number 60. From here we'll be able to bring back the Sapphire Pegasus for like the millionth time. Then we'll use the Pegasus in order to get ourselves the Tiger, go into Cross Sheep, bring out the Rainbow Dragon, bring out the other Sapphire Pegasus that we had in hand to put the Advanced Sapphire Pegasus Spell and Trap Zone, which is important here because of what we're going to do. We'll then go into our Merrymaker, Sargus, could be Masquerena if you want to. Really depends on what the rest of your hand is, but in this particular one, I'm just going to go into the Sargus because we're going to link it away. If you didn't want to make IP Masquerena because you didn't have the extra monster, you can just avoid using Sargus or the Merrymaker whatsoever and just go directly into Over Dragon and just try to get more bodies. But I'm going to use the Over Dragon now, our Cross Sheep, then bring back the Carbuncle, as we'll be able to bring back the Advanced Dark Mammoth and the Advanced Dark Pegasus, and the Pegasus will be able to put the Carbuncle on our field, go into a 4 material Appaloosa here, as we'll bring out the Regulus for the Omni negation, then use our carbuncle, which will give us access to a level 3, as we're going to bring out our ultimate crystal dragon now, go into the Leviair. The Leviair can then bring back the Pegasus, as the Pegasus will be able to put something in the spell and trap zone, and then from here you can go into the IP Masquerena, and this will round out your end board. I'd like to begin by saying that these are very rough drafts. The builds that I plan on tinkering around with, as we have more time with these cards, and as you see we don't have a lot of going second cards, and it's because we got the 3 golden rule. I added stuff in like the Neospace connector and the Renaud. This is easy to take out if you want to play more going second cards. It just depends on what you want to do. There's also stuff that I left out, like the goods and the salvation along with the field spells. I feel like you can side this now. If you do take out the connector package, replace it for something like Zeus or Years Old. Outside of that, it's pretty standard. You just have 3 of all of your power spell cards besides the bond. You search off the bridge. I had to make space for it. I usually do like to play the 3 bond just because it's a powerful card and it's even stronger with the golden rule. That is something to consider. And then another thing that I have to point out is the increase in names that you see. I don't know if this will stick around, but for the video, I just wanted to do it so that I could show the full extent of golden rule, since that's kind of the card I was trying to feature in this video. If you want to play hand traps instead of this stuff here, perfectly doable, but I do like the ability to play board breakers along with the thrust, because thrust is just able to get you into your most important spell card, which is the Rainbow Bridge. Able to add blowout spells, or even something like Evenly, can be really strong too. This is the even rougher draft, the advanced dark version. Quite frankly, I just changed around a little bit from a list that topped a while back without this stuff, and you'll see that I'm on something janky also, which is the 1 goods. It really is just to try and keep space for the golden rule, and at least to have some going second cards here, because I wanted to play the thrust. As you see, with all the additions of the extra names, especially if you're playing the Regulus and the Merrymaker along with the Sargus, which I don't even suggest. If I were you, I would probably take this out and place it with something like Underworld Goddess, Nightmare Griffin, and then you can have something else like Zeus in the extra deck. The reason that was in there was because I still wanted to give you guys choices, as there is a lot that you can do with this deck to how much it can combo. That being said, I think that fundamentally these decks work exactly the same. The difference is that you're not able to keep your monsters on board without Advanced Dark for the Advanced Crystal Beasts. May limit what you can do with your combos, but these combos still do feed a lot into Nib, which can make cross out an option if you would like to go that route. Outside of that, I don't really have too much else to say, so I'll just get on to the card by cards, each of the lists. So we have the 1 Tiger, the 1 Mammoth, the 3 Sapphire Pegasus, the 1 Advanced Pegasus, the Tiger, the 1 Cat, the 1 Advanced Cat, the 2 Carbuncle, and I think 2 should be in every build now with the golden rule. And then we have the Advanced Carbuncle, the Advanced Cobalt, the Tortoise, 2 Rainbow Dragons, the 2 Real Rainbow Dragons, the 1 Crystal Beacon, 3 Bonds, the 1 Necro Valley, the 1 Advanced Dark, the 3 Rainbow Bridge, the 3 Golden Rule, the 3 Bridge, the 2 Talents, the 1 Goods, 1 Evenly, the 1 Imperm, the 1 Salvation, which again, this is stuff that you can take out. These are just super rough drafts, and I just want you to have something on screen that you can look at. So when you're making your own build, you know you want in and what you can just take out. But then we have the Conclave along with the 3 Weakening to round out the main deck. Onto the extra deck, we have the Leviair, number 60, number 41, Zeus, the Overdragon, the 2 Ultimate Crystal Dragons, the Masquerena, Keru, Cross Sheep, Nightmare Unicorn, Apo, Skulldread, Zealantis, Underworld Goddess to round out the extra deck. The options here, you'll see that the Crystal Master is something cool that you can do, but it does really lose to hand traps because you contribute this card, add 1 Ultimate Crystal Monster, Crystal Beast Monster, or Crystal Spell Trap card from your deck to your hand. You can technically add your Crystal Bond and just combo from there. Again, it does kind of lose hard to hand traps. Then you have your field spell stuff that you can also play, and you'll see that I'm holding out the win here because if you want to play a Charmer for a spellcaster, you can play Secret Village as well for stuff like Runic. We have the Prosperity along with the Tira package that you can play along with the Fenrirs and stuff, the Nightmare Griffin, the rank 7 to special summon out the Unicorn, and then from here, or the Pegasus, and then we have the Abyss Mist Dweller, and then this is just another thrust target. The Called By if you want to play more outs to hand traps. The Slumber and the Kaijus if you want to play more board breaking cards. And also, you can play even Small World, want to adjust your build to that. Try to tinker around with Kaijus that way. It really depends on what you want to do. For the second list, we have the 1 Mammoth, the 1 Tiger, the 3 Sapphire, the Carbuncle, the 1 Tiger, or Cat, the 1 Tortoise, the 1 Cobalt Eagle, Beacon, the 1 Bond, the Rhoda, the 3 Connector, the 1 Aqua Dolphin, the 1 Renaud, the 2 Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, the 2 Rainbow Dragon, the 3 Golden Roll, the 3 Rainbow Bridge, the 3 Awakening, the 1 Miracle, the 1 Conclave, the 2 Thrust, the 1 Talents, the 1 Lightning Storm, the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, the 3 Fenrir, and the 3 Bridge to round out the main deck. Onto the extra deck, we have the Underworld Goddess, Appaloosa, Red Zealanthus, Nightmare Unicorn, Cross Sheep, Isolde, Masquerena, Cherubini, Ska, Dugaris, Levier, along with the Overdragon and 2 Rainbow Dragons to round out our deck profile. If you made it this far into the video, I thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them below. It's Bones, signing out.